Okay, first up, let's talk quality of life in Naples, Florida. Okay, let's talk low-hanging fruit first, Naples beaches. This area, this part of the state literally gets 264 days of average sunshine a year. There's a lot of ways to enjoy that, and the beaches are one of my favorite ones. Now, there's a couple things uniquely in this video that I just want to peel back versus just kind of walking through the beaches that I find interesting about the area and the way it's shaped. One of those is proximity of Gulf Coast beach and downtown on the same kind of coast within a close density, I think is very rare. So basically, if you just go west in Florida and you're in the right city, you have everything. So then the entire value of the homes and the proposition of what's desirable flanks that idea because it's kind of like what everyone deems important and how close you are to it and north to south. And that's how the town gets evolved. Naples and the Fifth Street, the Third, all that area and Naples Beach, it's all in a low density, right? And a lot of the popular housing, it just exists around it, you know? Sarasota is very similar in that sense where like a St. Pete, the downtown is on the bay side, the beach is on the other side. So you usually have to choose one and that makes neither one as desirable and they're both in between. So that's one thing I really like. And then secondly, I think there's just a variety of lifestyles that there's something for everyone, right? So like, say you're a boater and you want access like that, you know, Marco Island, the only populous island of the 10,000 islands to the all the way southern tip, Captiva and Sanibel, you know, on the northern side above Fort Myers Beach, you know, pastel shells and just Cayo Costa all the way up there, you have, you know, very attractive for just by boat, right? Say you want to be in the action, you want to be in the thick of it. You have Naples Beach and the pier really close to the downtown. You have Fort Myers Beach, right? You want to be a good example. You've only visited once and you want that. You want to get off the beaten path. You have Lovers Key State Park. You want family friendly. You could stick to Vanderbilt Beach on the north of the pier or Bonita Beach, right? But you got a lot of options in between, right? So if you one of my favorite value propositions is I pick a home base and I have variety of all that. It's not just one spot. I think Naples offers that. It's very nature centric too, which dune based, not your average kind of flair stylistically. All of that creates a very, very nice spot to call home. Okay, another thing when it comes to quality of life in Naples, Florida, you have to mention is golf. This is one of those cities in Florida that people seek out as a golf capital of the state and even the country as a whole. You know, 90 plus courses to play. You have everything from super public to pay in kind of semi-membership to private exclusive neighborhood memberships and everything in between. And really championship level golf. You have TPC Treviso, you have Hammock Bay, you have the Rookery at Marco, tons and tons of resort style, neighborhood based, everything you could imagine. So if this is something you fancy, then this would be a fantastic city to day in and day out enjoy that lifestyle. Okay, another thing this area really has going for it is the shopping and dining environment. So unique-wise, there's a level of like sophistication when it comes to both shopping and dining that's more like Beverly Hills style in this area that a lot of the neighboring, very similar, comparable cities don't really have. And then you mix it with this weird, like diverse range of variety of like everything from like high end to all the way to like thrifting hole in the wall places. And that creates just a unique kind of mixture. So some things on a short list to check out is definitely the 5th and the 3rd Avenue areas that are downtown based are unique. You know, 5th runs through the main strip there, you know, Palm Tree Line, 20 plus places to eat, and there's art galleries, there's boutiques. 3rd's also very close by, has another mix of restaurants that are very good and gives you like some more independent places. And then more on the mainstream side, you have like the Waterside shops in the Pelican Bay area, still upscale, still new, clean feeling, but more chain based. You have Mercado and, you know, beyond and on and on and on. But overall, I think it's that variety and the combination of those two things that make it special. Okay, and the last thing I'll mention when it comes to quality of life in Naples, Florida, that I've seen really emerging as of late is intentional active living. You know, so retirement for most people isn't meaning just come and sit, right? And the combination of people wanting to be healthier, wanting to be active, you mix that with like technology and the meetup group environment, it's becoming easier to move here and then control getting around people that have similar wants and needs and likes of you and a community around that to enjoy all of that with in an easier way. You know, if you like to fish, you can find that. If you like to boat, you like to go shelling, you like yoga, whatever you're into, it's just way easier than it had even 10 years ago was to guarantee that demographic being around you, because no one's really going to say that in a neighborhood specifically, but it is getting more controllable overall. I think that's really interesting. I've really been seeing that trend. And I think Naples is a great example of how to take advantage of that in full.